At this time, I'm going to teach the children a song. The song we're going to learn today is a Bible passage, and I am hoping that not just the children learn it, but that parents as well learn this. It's difficult, it's very hard, and we'll sing it probably 4 times or so just to make sure everybody has it, because the message is pretty clear. And I also think in our time of us sitting at home all by ourselves with just our family, and we're getting on each other's nerves, this song might be one that you might want to be reminded of. It's from Ephesians chapter 4, verse 32. Be ye kind one unto another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God for Christ's sake has forgiven you. Doodly-do. Ephesians 4:32. Let's try it again. Be ye kind one unto another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God for Christ's sake has forgiven you. Doodly-do. Ephesians 4:32. Try it again. Be kind one unto another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God for Christ's sake has forgiven you. Doodly-do. Ephesians 4:32. Last time. Be kind one unto another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God for Christ's sake has forgiven you. Doodly-do. Ephesians 4:32. Be kind. Be kind to each other. That's one important message for us to think about. But also an important message for us to think about comes from the story that Jesus told. So we are going to have a short story time with Pastor Steve, and this morning I'm going to read from the Arch book, Get Up, Lazarus. A man named Lazarus was very ill, so sick people thought he was dying. His sisters Mary and Martha saw even doctors were not worth trying. Yet one they knew who could still help, Jesus, the Messiah and Master. If only he'd come to Lazarus' side, their reason for hope would be vaster. So Mary and Martha sent Jesus a message. They hoped he'd answer it quickly. But the messenger walked an entire day while Lazarus grew even more sickly. The weary messenger saw Jesus at last. He was preaching and teaching forgiveness. As the disciples made way, the man managed to say that the sisters had sent him on business. The man spoke, "Lord, a beloved friend is sick and is probably dying." "Worry not," said Jesus. "This isn't the end, although there may be much crying. It's not time for me yet to go to his aid. In sickness, God's Son will gain glory." So they waited 2 days, and then Jesus said to Lazarus, "Let us now hurry." Before they arrived, Jesus took them aside, saying, "Lazarus is already sleeping." But they didn't get what Jesus meant, and he said, "Sleep is no cause for weeping." Then Jesus said, "You don't understand. He died by himself. He won't waken. I'll go to him now, and I'll show you how to trust that you won't be forsaken." When Jesus arrived in Bethany town, Martha ran swiftly to meet him. "Lord," she said, "if you'd been with me, Lazarus' life wouldn't have left him. But I know even now, Martha announced, that God will grant your request. With a smile, he said, "You are correct. Your brother will rise from this rest. Know that I am the life for all who believe. For them, death will be overcome." Martha said, "Lord, I believe it is true. You are the Christ, God's only true Son." The sisters and Jesus went to the tomb of Lazarus, dead for 4 days. In sadness, Jesus wept for his friend. His love was on open display. Jesus told people to remove the stone that blocked the door to the tomb. Scared of the stench, they rolled it away and stared fearfully into the gloom. Jesus prayed to his Father to all and for all to believe that he was God's Son, the true King. In the powerful voice, he called into the tomb, "Lazarus, come out now, be seen." Wrapped up in cloth, from the tomb walked Lazarus, the man who had died. Lazarus lived because of God's love. Jesus' friend was now at his side. Not long after this, Jesus hung on the cross and died to forgive all our sin. The third day Christ rose like Lazarus had, so to heaven we may rise like him. In heaven he reigns, while in glorious strains saints sing with the angels above. By faith in God's Son, we are given a home, a new life of forgiveness and love. So now may we shout with a heavenly crowd the good news that Martha knew well. Jesus is the Christ, God's great sacrifice. Of his story forever we'll tell. May we be reminded that no matter what, Jesus' love is complete for us, and that no matter how things go, he will bring us new life as he brought new life to Lazarus.